Hey everyone, how's it going? My name is Arrow E. And have you ever seen those light boards before? You know, the ones with the clear glass, and you have those professors able to just seemingly write on the screen, writing their information. And that's pretty cool. And I thought, well, how do I make that at home? I don't have the funds to spend hundreds and thousands of dollars investing in one of those light boards, and don't have the time or materials to create it. So it got me thinking, well, what do I have that I can replicate? And I looked at my computer and I realized, well, I have this Surface Pen, and maybe if I use OBS, and maybe if I used Microsoft's Whiteboard, and maybe if I just use my imagination, maybe it will work. That's cool. Let me just erase this. And oh yeah, zoom out, so. And maybe I can spark an idea in a meeting. Huh. This is gonna be cool. Let's go. Hey everyone, how's it going? Arrow E here. So today we're gonna learn how to create a light board. Now we might be wondering, well, why would I want to create a light board, especially if I'm in a virtual meeting, or maybe I just want to be fancy and create something and write on the screen. Well, if we think about if you're an educator or a professor or anything, you might want to solve or write a math problem. Now, you could share your screen and open up a whiteboard app and write it down, but if you want something a little bit more like eye-catching and cool and really amazing, you can do that. If you're solving something and you want to showcase something or you're writing out your idea, you could write it on the screen. And we're going to learn how to do that. And you know what? Since we're live, I want us to feel like we can do this. And you know what? Hello, Colette. Hello, hello. Hope you're doing well. So today we're gonna really learn how to make this light board, and I want to create it like a Bob Ross style. And what does this Bob Ross style really mean? Well, we're gonna do everything live in real time, and if we make a mistake, it's okay, because mistakes are beautiful. Nothing's perfect. All right, so first thing we want to do is download OBS. So if you don't have OBS, well, you can download it. obsproject.com. And that is where you'll be able to download the software. And everything that I'm going to be discussing today is free, which is great. So first thing we want to do is download our OBS software. So let's dive in right now. So this is what our OBS system looks like. Now, it might look a little bit confusing, but don't worry, we are going to manage. Now, I'm going to tuck myself away so we have more of a full screen. So let's do that right now. All right, so we're in our OBS software, and the first thing we want to do is go to our source area. So inside of our source, this is where we have to tell OBS, what are we searching for? And we need the ingredient. So what is our first ingredient that we will need? Ourselves, our camera. So if we click on the plus key right here, and we're gonna find, what do we need? And that is the video capture device. Now, this is where you can label it anything you want, But to stay organized, I'm going to label it as ME for myself. But you can label this anywhere you want. And then I'm going to make sure this is checked, that make source visible, and hit OK. Now, when I do that, it's going to help me choose what camera that I want. Now, you can see I have my front-facing camera. You can do a rear-facing. If you have your own plug-in camera, well, you can use your default one or a USB one, whatever one you have plugged in. So you want to choose that source. But if you want to switch it out later, you can change this anytime. And the beauty of all this, everything autosaves. So we have this right now on our source, and right here I want to make sure capture audio only, and I'm going to hit OK. Now this is selecting the source right here. Now we need to do more than just that. If we are using this as a recording feature, and I might want to record my lesson before I maybe share it with my class, well, I need to capture the audio as well. So we're going to hit the plus key here, and we're going to do audio input. So we're going to do this right now. Oh, so we can see here we have our audio input, and what we want to do here is insert the audio right here. So I'm just going to put audio input capture and hit OK. So now this is just going to capture the audio source. Now I want to choose where I am capturing my audio. So this is where I will be able to choose my microphone, and I want to choose my computer one. Now if you have a third-party source, you can do that as well. But I'm just going to choose my computer microphone, and we can see our levels are here. So we are good. Step 1 complete. Now we want to do the challenging part. Well, how do we write on the screen? Well, there are many different ways, but what we want to do is open up our Microsoft Whiteboard right here. Now, you can download Whiteboard in the Microsoft App Store if you are on Windows 10. This will be a great way to do that. So you want to search for your Microsoft Whiteboard in your App Store. All right, now that we have our whiteboard open in the background, we need to do a few things. Well, we want to change the color, because what we're going to do right now is pretty amazing. What we want to do is we want to create a chroma key. And what does that mean? Well, we're going to get rid of the background in whiteboard, and we're going to key that out. So how do we do that? Well, first we need to create a green screen style environment. So let's just jump right back into that. All right, so we're going to create this green screen. So we're going to click on our little hamburger right here, our settings menu. And what we want to do is click on Format Background. And now we're going to format our background. So I'm going to choose this green color right here, so it's a little bit easier to color pick. So we're going to do that right now. Now, once we are done that, we're going to jump back into OBS. Now, we need to create that. So we're going to hit the plus key again. And what we want to do is we want to go to where it says Windowed Capture, or Window Capture, I should say. So when we click on that, I'm going to relabel this one Whiteboard. So we keep things organized. And I'm just going to hit OK. And now it's going to choose where I want. So what I really want is our Microsoft Whiteboard one. And there it is right here. I'm going to not capture the cursor, and I'm going to hit OK. Now I'm just going to bring our whiteboard up right here so we can see it. Now here is the regular whiteboard, and here it is right here. So here is our Microsoft Whiteboard. You can see it right here. Now what I want to do is I want to extend this all the way. So we're going to grab our dot right here in the corner. Always grab in the corner. And we're going to stretch this out some. We're going to do a little yoga magic right here digitally. Now I'm going to stretch this about to right here. Now I'm hidden in the background, and that's not good. I want to key myself. I want to key this green right here out. So how are we going to key that out? Well, we're going to right click on our whiteboard, and we're going to go to our filter section right here. So now we are in our filter, and we need to choose the right filter to key it out. So I'm going to click on the plus key here. Now it's going to give us a lot of different things we can do. We can do a chroma key, but what I saw that works best is color key. So we're going to color key it out. So I'm just going to call this one Whiteboard GS, short for green screen. So I'm going to hit OK. Now right here it's letting me know, well, what can we key out? So we got to figure out what color are we going to use to key out. So we're going to click on where it says green. It might have been labeled red or blue or magenta. And we're going to go to custom color. Now once we click on custom color, we have our key color here, and we can select our color. And now this is where we're going to pick screen color. And when we click our screen color, now we can choose whatever color that's on our screen, and we're going to choose the green that is in our whiteboard. And we're going to hit OK. Now we can see it automatically keys it out. Now I can move this slider, dialer over here, stuff like that, but you can move this any way you like, however you feel fit. But I think right about here is okay for us. So now once we have that, we're going to hit close. And now we are good to go right here. Now, here's the fancy part. Here's where the magic comes in, right? So we're going to now grab our Surface Pen. Now, if you don't have a Surface Pen, that's okay. If you have a touchscreen device, you can use your finger. But even if you don't, and you're maybe on a Mac, and that is okay, you can still use your mouse with this. Now, what we want to do is open up OBS, or not OBS. Remember, mistakes happen, it's okay. What we want to do is open up Microsoft Whiteboard. Now, I'm just going to move this over to the side about right there. Now, imagine I'm an educator in school, and I was doing a problem, and I'm telling the class, hey, we're going to learn about how to solve for 2 times 2. Now, this is great. This is amazing. I can just write this on the screen. I can scribble. If I want to erase, I can do that. All right here. If I want to change it to another color, this is where the whiteboard comes in handy. I can choose another color, and now I can do that too. And I can always slide this up and go do something else right here. So this is truly amazing and truly fun that we are able to create something unique like that. Now, I did mention we are going to maybe want to utilize this as a recording. So how can we record this right here? Well, it's pretty easy to record yourself. So inside of OBS, you do have the ability right here to start recording. Now, you could live stream it, but that might be for another episode. But you can start recording And now once it's recording, it's just going to be recording this. So if you're a professor, you can be like, all right, class, we're going to study and we're going to solve 2 plus 2. And we can see we can do this right here. We're able to utilize this and we can write up on the screen, and it looks very fancy and it looks very cool. But we recorded that, we stop it, and it saves in your video folder or your downloads folder, whichever one you have set up, and you can play it back. So I'll show you how to play it back right now. So let me just open up that folder right here. Just give it a minute, and what we want to do is play that back. So let me just open that folder real quick, and then we will be able to jump right back in. So I'm pulling up the video file right now, and now we can see what that looks like right here. And now once it's recording, it's going to be recording plus 2. And we can see we can do this right here. We're able to. So we can see how we was able to record that, and this would be great for a educator creating a lecture and stuff. But we're going to take it a step further. I mentioned we can use this for a Teams meeting. Now, you can be a little bit fancy on the video and do this, and everything is already set up for you, so you don't really have to do much. Even if you were to close out of OBS and open this back up, this layout that you have here will be standard. So you don't have to worry about that. So let's dive in how we're going to do that right now. All we have to do is click on Start Virtual Camera. That is it. That's all you have to do is click on Start Virtual Camera, and you are all set. So what does that mean? Well, all you have to do is start your Teams meeting and change your camera setting. So I'll show you how to do that right now. So we are in a Teams meeting, and now what we want to do is our settings. So let me just open that up real quick, and I'm going to show you how we are able to change that right away. So I am opening up Teams right now. On this side, I'll just make it a bit larger for everyone to see right now. So once we have that all set, I'm just going to slide this over here so we are all good, so we can see everything what is going on right now. Just want to make sure everything is set for everyone, and then I'll switch over as well. All right, so we are all ready right now. All right, so we have our Teams meeting all set right here, and I want to change my camera. All right, so we're in our Teams meeting right here. Now, this is where, before you jump into the meeting, this is where you're going to choose your camera. Now, what we want to make sure is we choose this OBS virtual camera. So when we select that, automatically it's going to pick up the OBS camera, and now we will be able to utilize our whiteboard. So if I wanted to mark up on the screen for anything, I can do that. So let's say, for instance, I wanted to mark up and write something on here. So we're going to utilize my mouse real quick. Now, you may have noticed some things are in reverse. So if I'm writing the word cool right here, it's reverse on my end, but your audience members will see it flipped the right way. So that's one of the nice things that I like, and I can always zoom in, zoom out. We can see all the other things that we have worked on. Right here, I can move this around, all the things we was writing. There it is right here. So these are some great ways you can utilize OBS uh, within Teams. So I hope everyone enjoyed this quick tutorial on how you can spark interest in your meetings. This is Zero E signing out. Peace.